Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our complete beginner's guide to Lies of P, shall we? So we just got to our first Stargazer, we got out of Krat Central Station, and now the game is opening up a bit for us. But it is worth noting still there is no map, and we need to kind of navigate this by just exploring and learning where things, the next zone is, where the boundaries are, and how to get back to this in case we die. Now, another thing I want to talk to you about is this area is strewn with enemies, and they may be lying down, they may want to jump out, and it's hard to sometimes disentangle like corpses and things from the puppets. So it's always in our best interest to stay on guard, and you can push in R3 to target and see if anything can be locked on to. If it can, then we know we've got an enemy to fight. So right here is just a regular cheese ball, and these guys are so easy for us that we can just slash them down like that and stagger them while we hit, and they will be no more. Now we can break that box, see if there's anything inside. Now what I like to do, see this guy's right here, is just kind of move around and explore. Oh boy. Yep, this dog came out and it hit me. I wasn't prepared for it, as you can see, because I was, just talking. But this is what can happen in this area. Even just fighting one thing, there might be an enemy on patrol, or the noise might alert another enemy that wakes up. All right, let's see. Would we get a fragment? Okay. So remember, I'm kind of saving those, not really using them for now. I like to use them if I'm really close to leveling up and I don't want to lose my ergo, so then I will use one of those. Right now, though, we're so close to the Stargazer, even if we die, we'll be able to safely get back. Now, this guy is right down here, and even before we fight this guy, we need to kill that dude so he doesn't add on and come in behind us. We got a sawtooth wheel, a couple of them, and we got a vivid ergo fragment, which is a nice large one. I'm going to break this. You can also kind of like roll through crates to break them. Now there's a stairway up there with a guy who's back to us that we can go take out. But I'm just going to explore this direction, not leaving, going up or down the steps right at the moment. Now they want to tell us about the Fable Arts. So we can use our Fable Arts while guarding. And this is important because, well, I'll show you. You can push the Y button to use. It says in the bottom right, Y uses my Fable Art equipped with this blade that uses 3 slots of Fable. It's only available if I have 3, which is now. And they told us about that because I filled up all 3 bars. But I can also use the Fable Art that we used against the boss, which is by holding block left bumper and then pushing Y, which will give us some more attacks. But let's see if I can find an enemy here that... Okay, so first of all, here's a doorway. Let's see if I can open this, and I push it, and it shocks us, meaning like we can't get through from this side. We have to come through from the other side. I'll break those just to see if there's anything there. And I'm going to hold down circle to run, being aware that that does drain stamina. Now there's a gunman right there, and we want to take him down. But remember, if they're facing the wrong direction, you can get that like basically automatic kill on them by holding the right bumper. There's a few guys down here. Now, it's just always worth remembering, where was I? That's where I was, right across the way. You see, that's Krat Central Station. Now, this enemy actually saw me and wanted to come up the stairs and fight. I used my Y attack, all of my Fable Arts, just to demonstrate to you what it looks like. So it's just an amazing, strong attack, but you have to be up close to use it. So now, we are empty of Fable, and we're going to need to fill it back up. Now this guy is still banging at the door over here, so let's come and see if we can get him off guard, and we can. And he's gone. And we'll go ahead and obtain. And we get a fragment. Great. So this stairway goes back up to where we were. And I always like to just keep track because if I die, I want to be able to get back here. Okay, and we'll kind of go here. Yep, classic. That dog jumped out. So we were coming down this hallway, and the dog jumped out while we were unaware. Now you can just kind of dodge back by using circle and directional, or you can hold the bumper to block. All right. And there's a rippling flag. Let's just hold the bumper, see what's left and right. So there's a stairway that's crumbled. We can't go this way, but there's a nice vivid fragment. And I'm going to proceed along this. And let's see here. We can't open this. It's chained up. But there's something on the other side of that gate. So they like to tantalize you. Fury attack. Some enemies become red and use a strong attack called a fury attack. You can't dodge or guard a fury attack, but you can counter with a perfect guard. So what this means is if you push left bumper at the exact right time, you can counter it. But they say you can't dodge it. You can dodge it if you just don't get hit by it. So he's going to try to do that, but okay. Now, that was an interesting sequence there. That guy is actually really hard. We were able to block a lot of his attacks, you saw. We could even stagger him. And then eventually, a lot of the tough enemies in this game, once you've done a certain amount of damage, that's all you're looking to do, is just do a certain amount of damage to weaken them so that they become staggerable. And they told us that with the tooltip, but also, you saw how he got outlined in white and his health bar got outlined in white. That was a clue for me to quickly use my charge attack. Now, I've been hearing people talk about the game, and I haven't messed around too much with heavy weapons. But from what I understand, heavy weapons are actually not very good unless you really want to use them, simply because so much of this game relies on you being able to get off that stagger attack in time to defeat the enemy. So you need to charge up your right trigger attack to get the stagger to trigger so you get the free attack. But if you're using a heavy weapon, it's really, really slow to charge up that attack. And so what that means is you will have just less opportunity and less of a window to take down enemies. There it is. It is. It's an amazing location for observing it, but we can't get there yet. So what we need to do is just kind of like, you want to use a faster or this medium weapon so that you can be sure to get this off when the enemy becomes staggered, because it's almost like you finished a fight if you can get that off, which is really, really huge. All right, here's a baddie. And we got shot by this jerk. Oh, I tried to dodge and I did not do it fast enough. There's another guy coming in. Headless candlestick man, but we took him down. Now I'm going to heal. We're doing fine, by the way. It's worth noting, we got a flame grenade. In the upper right, you see how our ergo is blue. That means we have enough ergo to actually level up. And there's a dog in there that definitely can see us. Now, when there's a dog right here, you see how there's like a sleeping enemy off to the side? There's that puppet that's asleep. If I go in there, the dog will bark and alert and wake up all of the puppets and make the fight harder. So instead, what I can do is I can target the dog, and I can hold down and use my sawtooth wheel on it. It still woke everything up, but it will bring the dog out by itself so that I can fight these guys a little bit more easily. There we go. We had enough stamina to kill them all. So that's kind of a challenging fight, but the sawtooth wheel does help you pull one enemy out so that you can fight them not all at once. It still wasn't ideal, but it was better than nothing. All right, I'm going to... Coming around the corner here, I'm just going to hold this up. Yep. Now, unfortunately, or fortunately if you went this way, instead of using the sawtooth wheel, you could have come up here, and they wanted to give you a kind of tutorial on drop attacks. And you can drop and then push the attack like in the air when you're falling, and you will do massive damage to an enemy that's down below. So it would have been another way we could have handled that fight. Alright, I'm going to explore this direction. And again, I'm just using my block. I'm diving through the breakable items. And this is the other side of that gate. So this is an urgent repair tool. This is for repairing your weapons. They can actually break in combat. The durability of them can be compromised. So you need to be aware of your weapon durability and repair it, because you don't want to have a weapon that's busted. You could see the durability, by the way, in the bottom right, that white bar. Alright, so it's kind of like, well, I was trying to do a perfect guard, and I ended up doing a no guard, which was embarrassing. Okay, so there's up a stair, and here's a dog that's not aware. Now, we didn't get the free attack on that dog, but we did take it down. We got a Fable Catalyst, sure. You can see, actually, at this point where we are, is we have access to an area we have probably been before, but we can see it, but we can't get there. Now, this guy wants to attack, but remember, you can stagger all of these guys with your attacks, as long as you get them off before they connect. Unlike the bosses, which, no. Alright. The bosses, remember, we're just trying to work them down until they become white, then we can stagger them with a charged, strong attack. But look where we've made it to. We push this button, and we're on the right side of the fence. So we've opened a shortcut. So this goes back to the area that we were at earlier, where I tried to open it and electrocuted us. And it's okay to go back. We're going to turn around and go the other direction in a moment, but it's okay to go back because these enemies we've killed. So there really aren't that many enemies left over here, except for the way that we did not go, which is on this side of the courtyard. So there's a guy right here in the grass. Take him down. There's a dog right here. Take it down. And there's a dude here. Charge attack, regular attack, just kind of cleaning things up. Now, I'm not going to, at this point, use the Stargazer. And the reason I'm not using my Stargazer, that took 3 attacks, by the way. There we go. Is because I don't want to reset the enemies. I'm just clearing this out, collecting all the ergo, seeing if there's any items of value. And look at this. There's a Krat Times, issue 183. So this is a story item. Just gives you lore if you're interested in knowing what happened here in Krat with the puppets. And, you know, it wasn't good, is what happened. So again, I'm not going to touch that, just remembering where it was. And then I'm going to go to the final place that we haven't been, which is up these stairs. And there's this guy who is unaware, so we can get a free attack, take him down. But there's 2 puppets right here. There's one there, and there's one over there. So, again, if we wanted to, we could throw a sawtooth wheel at this dude, and then just bring him over by himself first. The other guy you see is waking up. But now it's just us and him, and we can just light attack and end his life. His puppet life. And all we got was a sawtooth wheel, which is sad, but we see the other side of a gate, and we dream of a day when we could go through that way. But now, I feel comfortable saying, okay, all of the options we've explored. Well, let's see. Have we done everything over here? Yeah. Okay. So let's move down and around. Okay. And, oops, this isn't the right way. Well, we can go this way, though. Let's just run. Okay. Momentary glitch, huh? Sure. So remember, we can just run through this area pretty freely because we've cleared the enemies. We're going to turn this way. And we can go down here. There's nothing, but if we turn around, here we go, here we go.
A powerful parade puppet is blocking the entrance, and that's the only way in.
So we want to get...
So please, be careful.
I will. We want to get into the hotel, but unfortunately there's a powerful puppet. But before we fight the powerful puppet, there's a vivid fragment, and there's a new stargazer. So we're going to turn this on, even though it will respawn all of the enemies behind me, because I don't have to go that way. I can go up this way and fight the powerful parade puppet. But we want a save spot that's, in case we die, which we probably will on this boss, to come back here. So I'm going to use the stargazer right away, and we're going to try to level up. And what do we want to level up? Do we want to level up motivity so we can do a little bit more damage? Or do we want to get ourselves some more hit points? Again, 20 hit points is so hard for me to argue with. So I'm going to buy that, and then we will not have enough to level up again, but we're very, very close. So I'm actually going to use this and level up, and then I'm going to go back into my inventory, and I'm going to use a fragment. This is a time when I only need 862 to level up. So if I go into my inventory, push start, go over to my bag, and then go down to my ergo tab, I'm going to use one of my smallest ones, which is 100. And level up instantly. And then, what do I want to level up? Motivity would give me... See, now it's no longer giving me 20 hit points. It's only 18 hit points. It's still very good. But maybe we want to do some more damage. So I'm going to actually level up my motivity as well. And we have 39 ergo remaining. The reason that's okay, and I'm doing that, is because we're going to go fight a boss and we might die. So let's spend, in case we lose our ergo. Losing 39 is no problem. Losing 800 is sad. So let's go talk to this guy.
Hello there. Welcome to Krot, visitor. I didn't think there were any stalkers left to fight the puppets. You didn't hear? Figures. The whole organization fell apart. All that's left are wannabes and amateurs who think they can fight on their own. You ought to buy something while you're at the festival. You can't rely on yourself alone.
Yeah, sure. So this is a human who is still alive and is asking us to buy stuff.
Out here alone? You could use some help. Here's a festival gift for you. Now get yourself something useful.
He doesn't give us a gift, by the way, and we're going to purchase, and he sells, okay, throwing cells, which are these electrical grenades we can throw, electric blitz abrasive, which is a weapon that we can, it's like an item we use on our weapon to make it do electric damage on top of its damage, and this is the point in the game when you can now buy the puppet saber blade, which we already have, and then the rapier, the faster one, and then like the slow weapon. So these aren't that expensive, and you can buy whatever you like from him to make this fight easier. But I think what's worth doing is I'm going to explore right over here quickly just to make sure there isn't anything. And yeah, there's something. There's the parade puppet. So this is a little bit of information or lore about the parade puppet that we're going to fight. So I'm going to look in my inventory. And I have some throwing items equipped. I have this equipped. I have the Fabled Catalyst equipped. I do not have the repair tool equipped. So I might want to equip this. And we can move to equipment. And then from here, we could put it on our Hot Wheel and just put it like right there. So then if I hold A, I can use that with the directional pad if I want to repair my durability. But using the Stargazer, we fixed our durability, so we're okay in that regard for now. Let's just fight this enemy and see if we can handle it. And then talk about what to do if we can't, because this is part of the game loop of a Souls game like this. So we're going to open the door. Now this chain we actually can open. Don't ask why he can open this one and not the other ones. It's just how it is. Okay. And this is a parade puppet. Now, why a parade puppet has claws like that is beyond me, but here we go. So I'm going to pause. Oh, no, that's not pausing the game. Okay, never mind. I lied. Okay, so here we go. What's happening? This enemy, you'll see, he's got basic attacks, which we can dodge by just moving out of the way with the circle button, a little charging attack, and we can block these attacks. But he also has that big fury attack that we cannot block, and that is something that we want to be ready for. Ouch. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about what just happened right there, because it's so sad, and you need to hear the tale. I tried to use all 3 bar of my Fabled Arts on this guy. I'm going to heal. And he hit me, and it canceled my attack. So all of my Fable was just beaten by that guy in one move. That's how brutal that is. Okay. Okay, we were able to dodge that by doing 2 backups. So a lot of this guy is just don't get greedy. Okay. If you get greedy on this guy, he will wreck you. Like that. Okay, I tried to do an attack after that, but here, you can get 2 attacks in, and then be ready, block. Dodge. And I'm going to heal. Okay. I'm going to heal. So we're out of healing. And he's doing this thing. When he takes that off his back, you can just get a bunch of free attacks in. Try to do that as much as you can. You can see his health is like about half. Ouch. Alright, so I got punished. Okay, he's ready to be, we got him. Okay, he's not dead, but we can heal. And okay. Charge, get away. Okay. I'm throwing everything I have at this guy because we're so close to beating him. We got him. So, I was kind of like in the zone fighting him, but I wanted to demonstrate. Let me just tell you, I fought that guy before. So, I got annihilated by that guy the first few times I fought him, and the reason I did is because I got too greedy. Here's how you beat that guy. You learn the timing. You just kind of dance around him and just block his attacks. Don't even worry if you die. There's a save point right out here. You can resume. I also put all of my points, you saw how much I put into Vitality. I had enough hit points to be able to deal with that. But the thing is, we blocked his attacks, and we did enough damage. You have to do about half of his health, and then he becomes staggerable. We got the stagger in, and then we did the uninterrupted attack. We healed ourselves by moving out of range of the attacks so that we didn't get interrupted when we were trying to heal ourselves. We used a few consumable items just to finish the job. I held down A, I threw those grenades at him, but when I fought him and beat him in my Let's Play of this game, what I did was I grinded up enemies around the Stargazer behind this, and I made enough money to buy those items that imbue your weapon with electric damage and the throwing electric grenades. And then that way, you get to the point when you can stagger that enemy much more quickly. I also, because I fought him, I didn't get hit by his Fury attack that much. And when I was first fighting him, I kept trying to go in and hack and slash that guy. Just like, okay, I blocked you, now I'm going to hit you 4 times in a row. You can't. Sometimes you can't hit him at all. You need to make sure you're close enough, and you need to make sure, like, look at his animations. Sometimes it's just block, hit right back once with a light attack, then block again. Dodge his big attack, and just kind of don't get too greedy. Just chip away. And then, when he's ready for staggering, you get that in there, if you can, and you really prioritize that, and hit him with that. If you don't get the stagger attack in, if you don't make it to the point when you can stagger him, then it's going to be, probably you lose, and you have to just keep doing this. But the cool thing about this game is, you could simply go, back to the Stargazer and just fight enemies to make enough ergo to level yourself up so that you have more hit points and can do more damage. But you see how I didn't do anything special. I didn't do perfect guards once against that guy. I didn't even try. I just kind of blocked him and gave, when he gave me an opening, I took it. I still got hit. I was not perfect. I had to use all 3 of my heals and even earn another heal from my pulse cell and use it again. So there's items out here that we're going to get. I'm going to pick up this. So like I said, please do not be discouraged. This game is hard. If you've never played a Souls game before, these are hard games. It takes practice to get the timing down, but what's nice about it is, to help you with that, make it easier on yourself, just get a bunch of hit points. Just level up, get hit points, do more damage.
One thing I should mention. The hotel's security excludes puppets like you. So you'll have to lie to get inside. You're a special puppet after all.
So this is an interesting point in the game where they ask you to lie, and it's called Lies of P. And so this, it's kind of like part of the whole thing is that, we have to lie and claim to be human even though we are not. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. We're going to get a choice coming up, and I didn't do anything special with my choice. I lied. So I don't know what happens if you don't lie, but you can explore that on your own. I don't have any problem pretending to be a human. Now, we found a hidden moonstone over here. Make sure you're always just going around and exploring and seeing if there's any items to pick up. They are very obvious. They're blue and they're shiny. The hidden moonstone is an ingredient that we need to level up our weapons. I'm going to knock at the door. Hi. I'm a... Don't say puppet. I'm going to say human.
Grand Covenant's fourth law. A puppet cannot lie. Welcome to Hotel Krat.
That's right. I can't lie. So, I didn't break the fourth law. I'm fine. And we got the title screen. Roll credits. Here they are. Look, what's this? It's Ergo. Well, I could just put this into this guy's chest. Yep, you sure can. And we can make lots of robots, puppets. Life is beautiful. What an amazing place we live in. Look, they do all our labor. They're so nice. Welcome to Krat. Look at that. The puppets are building the sign. It's a puppet piano teacher. Oh my God. Why are your eyes red? No. They're coming for me. Oh my goodness. There's the parade guy. We just had a lot of fun with him. And we're in to the hotel. Look, the butterfly.
I'm so happy to see you. I am Sophia. I've been waiting for you. Searched all over the city of Krat to find you. You must have questions.
Uh-huh.
Geppetto will have answers. But we have to find him first.
Geppetto.
He was last seen on Elysian Boulevard. All of Krat is dangerous for humans. And that neighborhood is one of the scariest. Please find Geppetto on Elysian Boulevard. I'll explain more once you find him.
Okay, great. So now she's telling us that we can level up, but we already knew this. And now we have enough to level up. So what will I level up? Well, I still am going to level up my hit points. And I have enough to level up one more time. So I think I might actually level up my stamina a bit, or do I want to level up damage? It's not that much damage, is it? What about hit points? Another 18. Yeah, and it even diminishes on guard regain. Capacity would boost our weight limit for more armor. I'm going to boost up my stamina just a bit. Great. Perfect. All right, we're down to 46. There we go.
Gemini. I think he's in shock.
Gemini.
Gemini is fine.
Okay.
That's proof you're broken. The real Gemini isn't so calm. I'm no inventor, but perhaps I can fix him. Or perhaps he'll fix himself in time. Wait, take this pocket watch. Krat is a labyrinth of peril right now. This watch will guide you to a safe place.
Great.
Be careful, clever one.
All right, so we got the pocket watch. And it turns back time to when the boy was in peak condition. Interesting. Sweet. So we've made it into the hotel. And this is a stargazer inside the hotel that we can use to level up. And there are vendors to the right, people who can repair, upgrade. There is a puppet behind the desk to talk to, a lady in a wheelchair over here, and a whole hotel to explore. And we'll get into that in the next episode. Everyone, we beat the first boss, we made it to the hotel, and we have been able to make our character a bit stronger. And now the game opens up a little bit more and you get some more possibilities, which is really awesome. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you're still finding this to be useful and fun. Remember, if you die on that first boss, I did too. I think it took me 4 tries. So don't even worry about it. Just keep learning the fight, level up if you need to, and you'll get to the hotel. Take care.